A very warm welcome to you to the Government Information Center on this Wednesday morning. I am Grace Kavei, your host. Please don't forget to join us on our social media pages, on our YouTube channel at MICT Namibia, on Facebook at Ministry of Information and Communication Technology. Now, on our Cabinet Committee briefing flagship this morning, we are joined in studio by Honorable Dr. Charles Muvita, the Deputy Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs. Good morning, Honorable. Welcome to the Government Information Center.
Thank you.
Over to you, Honorable.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm pleased to report to the Namibian people the activities carried out by the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs from the 1st of August 2024 to date. Fellow Namibians, members of the media, good morning. The government of the Republic of Namibia established the Ministry of Defense in terms of Chapter 5, Article 32, 3G of the Namibian Constitution to administer, manage, and employ the Namibian Defense Force in the defense of the territory and national interests of the Republic of Namibia. The addition of the Veterans Affairs portfolio in 2020 mandated the ministry to also address the plight of the veterans of the national liberation struggle through initiating and implementing programs and projects, including keeping the history of the national liberation struggle alive. For the past years, the ministry has successfully delivered on its mandate. During the period under review, the ministry has equally delivered. Permit me, therefore, to present an account of the activities that our ministry has carried out in fulfillment of its mandate over the reporting period as follows. Number one, national security. the security situation in the country is calm and stable, with no significant threat to national security detected during the period under review. The NDF has persistently assisted the Namibian police in the maintenance of law and order. The NDF members have also continued participating in the conduct of anti-poaching activities and operations in the three major national parks, namely Etosha, Mangeti, and Bwabwata, assisting the Ministry of Environment, Forestry, and Tourism. I should mention that poaching of wildlife remains a great security concern because of its negative effects on the tourism industry and its potential for terrorism financing. The majority of the poachers are foreigners, especially from neighboring countries, who enter Namibia with the pretext of visiting their relatives. These same visitors do sometimes cross into neighboring countries in the darkness of night to perpetrate crime, including poaching and cattle rustling. This is the reason that the ministry has maintained the deployment of troops in places such as Sangwali, Ngoma, Kapani, Kasika, Linyanti, Malengalenga, and Lianchulu in the Zambezi region to combat illegal border crossing and other border crossing crimes. The deployment of the troops has resulted in a huge reduction in the rate of poaching incidents and cross-border crimes. Number two, aid to civil authorities and civil powers. The ministry has continued to assist civil authorities and civil powers for many reasons. The Office of the Prime Minister has continued to receive noteworthy support for the distribution of drought relief aid in the 10 regions, namely Erongo, Paras, Kavango East and West, Kunene, Ohangwena, Omsati, Oshana, Oshikoto, and Omaheke. 52 drivers with 26 trucks have almost permanently been deployed for this task. In February and March this year, the ministry had deployed helicopters, vehicles, and personnel to assist the Office of the Prime Minister in the provision of humanitarian relief to affected communities in the Kunene, Ohangwena, Omsati, Oshana, and Oshikoto regions because of the heavy rains experienced in the country. The operation involved the provision of essential services such as healthcare, relocation support, and drought and flood relief in the most severely affected areas. During this operation, the NDF managed to airlift 120 tons of different drought relief goods. The ministry has also assisted the Electoral Commission of Namibia by availing a helicopter and boats to transport the presidential and National Assembly elections, voters' education and registration teams in Zambezi and Kunene regions to places that are only accessible by air and watercrafts during the period from 6 July to the 1st of August 2024. This year in April, the NDF again availed a helicopter to assist the ECN during registration of voters in the Kabe constituency in Zambezi. The ministry has also availed a helicopter, boats, trucks, and personnel from 14 to 18 June 2025 to support the by-election operations in Kabe constituency in the Zambezi region. Number 3, implementation of the African Union Border Management Program. The ministry, together with other stakeholders, has been leading the implementation of the African Union Border Management Program with the neighboring states for the past years. Since 1st August 2024, the Republic of Namibia and the Republic of Zambia started the inspection, verification, and reaffirmation of the common border from Katima Mlilo to Singalamwe. Assault pioneers from the NDF and NAMPOL are probing the area for unexploded ordnances and clearing the bushes and trees to create a buffer area, while the surveyors from the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Water, and Land Reform are verifying the existing borderline. The operation has so far cleared approximately an 18 kilometers stretch of the borderline. 4, clearance of unexploded ordnances. The ministry has deployed 2 teams, each of 15 explosive experts on rotational basis for the ongoing operation for the clearance of unexploded ordnances in the Kavango East and Oshkoto regions, respectively, paving the way for the construction of national roads in the identified areas. 5, education and training activities. During peacetime, one of the ministry's most important priority is training. Training continues to take place in our military training institutions, national tertiary institutions, and at training institutions of friendly countries where Namibia is offered training slots. Our Namibia Command and Staff College is running the junior and the senior command and staff courses. The graduation ceremony of the Junior Command and Staff course, number 19/2025, comprised of 20 Namibian students and 2 allied students from Zambia, is expected to take place on 26 June 2025, tomorrow. The Senior Command and Staff course, which is comprised of 27 Namibians, 2 Kenyans, 2 Zambians, and 1 Motswana allied students, is expected to graduate in November 2025. Last year, we witnessed the graduation ceremony of the Officer Cadets Commissioning course and that of the 17th Recruiting Training Intake. On the 16th of June 2025, the Chief of the Namibia Defense Force, Air Marshal Martin Kambulu Phineas, officiated the opening of the 18th Recruiting Training Intake at the NDF Training Establishment in Osona. The recruit intake comprises of 1,656 young Namibians, 1,303 male and 353 female. 6, international commitments. The ministry has continued to fulfill its international obligations by participating in various international activities. We have participated in all the activities of the Interstate Defense and Security Committee and the Ministerial Committee of the organ MCOI on Politics, Defense and Security Cooperation of the Southern Africa Development Community, SADC, that were scheduled to take place over the period under review. The ministry has also complied with the obligations of the international protocols, treaties, and conventions to which Namibia has acceded. This includes the deployment of 10 officers, 5 females and 5 males, as either military observers or staff officers with the United Nations peace support missions, participating in the United Nations peacekeeping ministerial meeting, the sessions of the Working Group of the Biological Weapons Convention and the Arms Trade Treaty. 7. Civil-military cooperation sensitization campaign. The Ministry of Defense of Namibia and Botswana officially launched the civil-military cooperation sensitization campaign between Namibia and Botswana, respectively on 11 June and 13 June 2024 in Kasane, Botswana, and Katima Mulilo, Namibia. This joint initiative aims to strengthen peaceful cross-border relations. The first phase of the campaign, covering the area from Impalila Island to Mohembo in Namibia and Kazungula to Shakawe in Botswana, was conducted from 8 to 16 July 2024. This year, we are conducting the second phase of the joint sensitization campaign. It started on 9 June and will run until 5 July 2025, covering 27 villages from Mohembo to Union's End in Namibia and 17 villages from Shakawe to Union's End in Botswana. While diplomatic ties between our two states have remained strong, the border communities have in the past faced challenges such as human-wildlife conflict, stock theft, and cross-border crimes, which have sometimes resulted in the loss of lives. The CIMIC, which is the Civil Military Cooperation Sensitization Campaign initiative, seeks to sensitize the communities living in the border areas on the dangers of all sorts of border crimes by raising awareness and promoting peaceful coexistence and good neighborliness. 8. Veteran welfare programs. The ministry continues to integrate the veterans of the national liberation struggle into the socio-economic mainstream through a number of initiatives such as identification and registration of veterans, provision of the once-off lump sum gratuity, monthly subvention, improvement of welfare grant, and the individual veterans project. 1. Identification and registration. The identification and registration of veterans and dependents of deceased and living veterans is a process that involves the enumeration of each applicant's liberation struggle participation details, vetting of such information against the set qualification criteria outlined in Section 27 of the Veterans Act, Act number 2 of 2008. As at June 20, 2025, there are 23,998 living veterans, while 7,128 veterans have passed on. 2. Lump sum or once-off gratuity. Lump sum is a once-off gratuity paid out in 2 categories based on the year of participation in the liberation struggle. Those whose activities took place from 1959 to 1987 are paid 50,000 Namibia dollars, while those who participated from 1988 to 1989 are paid 20,000 Namibia dollars. As at June 20, 2025, a total of 29,552 veterans are recorded as having been paid the lump sum. 3. Monthly subvention grants. As of June 2025, the monthly subvention of 2,200 Namibia dollars benefited 19,852 eligible veterans whose annual income is below the prescribed amount of 36,000 per annum, and to all unemployed veterans. The monthly subvention is paid for a lifetime, and upon the demise of a veteran, the surviving spouse or dependent of a deceased veteran under the age of 18, who, as at the time of death, was in receipt of a monthly subvention, these receive those benefits. Currently, 19,852 veterans that received the monthly subvention grant of 2,200, while there are 3,101 dependents of 2,276 deceased veterans. Number 4, improvement of welfare grant. The improvement welfare grant is paid to a total of 9,685 eligible veterans. The amounts being paid vary in terms of the period of participation in the liberation struggle, as depicted as follows. A. Those who joined between 1959 and 1970 receive 5,000 Namibia dollars every month and are currently only 42 in number. Those who joined between 1971 and 1981 receive 4,000 Namibia dollars every month, and there are currently 8,697 in number. Those who joined between 1982 and 1989 receive 3,000 Namibia dollars and are currently 946 in number. 5. Individual veterans projects. The Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs has made cash payments of 170,000 Namibia dollars for veterans projects to 1,584 eligible veterans at the tune of 269,280,000 Namibian dollars. These payments are made by applying the first in, first out FIFO principle. In addition, 1,292 veterans have been issued notifications and are expected to provide their banking details so that they are paid out immediately. 6. Exhumation and reinterment of the remains of the martyrs of the liberation struggle. A committee consisting of 6 members was appointed as per cabinet directive to conduct the exhumation and reinterment of the remains of the planned combatants who died during the liberation struggle, and their remains were buried in different places in the country. The committee has started its activities and progress will be reported as and when necessary. I wish to conclude by stating that the Ministry of Defense and Veterans Affairs has successfully carried out its planned activities as well as supporting other authorities in emergency situations. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable, for the briefing. We are happy to welcome the journalists in the House. Please make your way to the podium. Any journalist in the House? Please make your way to the podium. Okay. In absence of questions, viewers and listeners, that is all we had for you for now. Do join us again at 11 o'clock for a discussion on the commemoration of World Vitiligo Day. For now, it's goodbye.